visionaries. My new visionaries that have been subscribing to me over the past few days. Oh my gosh. Welcome. You guys are so sweet. Of course, there's dumbass people in the conversation. I don't know. Wow. You guys are so uplifting. I must admit, you've brought me to tears over the past few days. I don't even want to keep it long because I'm about to talk about another comment. And I said I didn't want to try to make it over 10 minutes, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support, and thank you for acknowledging what I was saying. And I care a lot, and you guys are just the sweetest. You guys are just the sweetest. And this is why I talk about the community, because it's like I have this love-hate relationship. I could never hate black people. Yes, they get on my nerves. There's a lot of shit going on. But on the other hand, I know what we're capable of. I know what we're capable of in the best ways. So I'm not going to stop talking. But I appreciate you guys. Now, I'm not going to keep it long. Today, we're going to responding to another comment. Let me get my energy levels up. I'm sorry, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. But we're going to be responding to another comment today. And again, I'm going to try to keep it in 10 minutes. But I do think that it's important to elaborate on conversations like this so that we can get a complete understanding. I encourage you to watch to the end. I know it's hard to do that these days, but it's worth it, okay? Before I show you the comment, this is comments underneath the door dashing video, what brought a lot of you to my page. So I'm responding to comments under that video. So let's go. We're already 2 minutes. We're wasting time. Roll the clip. Okay, this is a pretty short comment. Shout out to, I'm just going to call this commenter Boom. Shout out to Boom. His comment says, or her comment, I'm sorry, says, people forget these actions hurt the little guy. Big corpo will be fine. There's so many comments to respond to. I may do a little bit more than 5. Shout out to the person I was just going back and forth with in the comment section. They had a great comment, and I wanted to give my thoughts on that and what I thought that was. But this comment right here was just short and simple. I'm actually door dashing right now. I'm in between dashes, and I said I can answer this real quick. So, absolutely. And I don't think people consider the bigger picture when it comes to anything, really. No one's considering how many people it affects when you take certain actions. Literally every action that you take has a reaction. And I always tell people, just because your intention is not to hurt somebody, that doesn't mean that you're not being hurtful to people, that you're not even considering. So sorry for the background noises. I don't have air conditioning, so I have to leave my windows down and then it gets loud. I'm gonna get a microphone, guys. Like, please help me get monetized. Just keep pushing the content. Guys, you know how many videos I have on privated? I have like over 500, maybe 600 videos privated, and I have videos that are on my page to watch. So please, don't be shy. Go watch whatever you need to watch, okay? And don't hold me, for anything that I say that you don't like. I'm forever evolving. I'm working on myself, okay? If you don't like it, comment and tell me you don't like it, and then I'll respond, okay? All right, but back to the video. Okay, when it comes to the black community, because I have to bring it back to the black community, I always do. People who know me, they probably hate it, but I always do. When it comes to the black community, this is a problem. I know that if you are black and you are a part of the community, then you know that the logic in the black community is that we can just take a little bit from here. We don't have to work. They're big corporations. They can afford it. Like, this is our, y'all know what I'm going to say. What's the word? What we fighting for that we never going to get? What's the word? The 30 acres and a mule? Reparations. Oh my God. Black people think that everything is their fucking reparation, right? I'm not saying that I don't think black people deserve reparations. Honestly, I don't know if we're in a position right now to receive reparations and do something positive with it. So I'll say, I hope that the black community, even if the black community say I don't deserve it because I'm first generation here, whatever, I don't have to have it. But I think black people need to strategize a little bit before they get reparations, if that's something that black people will get. But of course, I'm pro reparations. But black people tend to walk in this, like, the rules don't apply to me because I'm black, and you know what they did to us in this country, and that is understandable. But everything is not your reparation. A free meal at DoorDash is not your reparation. Extra time on your break is not your reparation. Not working hard and then constantly bringing up ancestors is not your reparation. We're living today in 2025. You must keep going. You cannot just keep saying, and not considering other people. People tend to have, and of course, I'm not talking about everybody with black skin, I'm talking about black culture, but tend to have this idea that Just nothing pertains to them, and they can just do whatever they want. And I know that is hard to hear, but that is culture. And I'm going to repeat it every video. I keep saying that black people really do need to make a list of what they perceive as culture and what represents black culture. And I do think that this is what represents you. Just because you don't like to hear it doesn't mean that this is not how people are perceiving you. You don't get handouts, and you don't get to just say, you know what, fuck big corporation because they can afford it. Number one, because you don't know what it takes to afford it. You know, black people are really good for like trying to start businesses. We're a creative group of people, but not all of us have done that. And this is why I say I think it's very important for black people to have, you know, put their little big toe in entrepreneurship, because then you're going to understand how many things go into, you know, what's one things that just seem so small, right? But when you're talking about big corporations, everybody plays a part. It's like when you get a job, and this is what I always try to tell people on the job. When you get a job and you don't do your part, it affects the other person. It affects the other person. If you decide to steal something from out the kitchen and somebody says, oh, they ain't gonna miss it, but there was somebody who was working in the kitchen who was responsible for keeping a tally, and then when that tally is off, somebody's gonna go to that person in the kitchen and say, so what happened to this? Because it's missing. Everybody has their job, because the higher ups can't watch everybody, so they hire us so that we can play our little positions, so that we can keep an eye out and relay messages. It's like systems are very powerful. It's something worthy of considering and studying and wondering and studying how things work and how we get food to our table. And these things are very interesting to me, you know? And I think if we just learn to consider all things considered, then it can help us to make better choices in this world, right? One of my favorite shows of all time is The Walking Dead. Okay, it was ending it got a little slow. They kept doing the little season breaks, and then I still got to watch the end again because it didn't hit like it needed to hit, so it didn't stick. Maybe it's the ADHD. But when you watch shows like The Walking Dead and you see how, you know, the world ended, but then they had to build community in different ways. There was people out there sabotaging and doing too goddamn much. The governor, Negan, I mean, enough. We'll talk about Negan in another video, and I have a comparison to Negan too, but enough. You know what I mean? Like, we're just trying to build. And when you see these communities like Rick's community build, everybody had to play their part. And this is what you're showing the world. When I say that we have to work together eventually, this is what I'm considering, okay? I'm considering that the government is going to fail us. I'm considering that. And then after the government fails us, all we have is each other. When you go outside of your door in your neighborhood, your neighbor is on the same playing field as you. Your president is not walking through your neighborhood. He's not. He's not doing that. The people who you are watching on your screen, you don't see them in real life. The people who you encounter in your real life is the people who see you, the people you work with, the people who you have close proximity to. This is why I talk about humanity and why we, you know, how we treat each other. And it doesn't matter what somebody says it represents. It's actually what you do and who you are. If you show up in this world, you know, integral, that's what people are going to know you for. And if the black community worries about self and worries about how they show up individually, collectively, we are going to show up as a strong group who people will see as beneficial. Okay? I think now we kind of have this, I don't want to say cocky mentality where it's like everybody need us, but we gonna sit there. I just don't think that that's the way to go. And I understand that you're hurt, and I understand that a lot of people have slept on us. But you know, true power is the kindness you can keep and the integrity that you can keep after you've been done wrong. Do you understand? When you can still reach down and lend a helping hand despite the way people have treated you. No, you don't let them use you, but don't let them change you into somebody who is just somebody no one considers, you know, an asset. Why you had to do that on the turn? Anyway, I don't even want to keep this video long because I think it's self-explanatory. When you think you're hitting big corporations, you're really hurting the people. It's just that simple. Get reparations, that'd be a great thing. But your reparations are not coming from just doing whatever you want to the people. I have a video up where I say, we the people must help each other. Because the government's not going to help us. The government, this is what they do. This is what they do. They're not really concerned for us. Even the celebrities who are sacrificing. You can say they got it. Celebrities, y'all talk about Illuminati and all that stuff. Celebrities are out here doing a lot of shit that they probably don't want to do. So they don't want to work hard, sacrifice literally or figuratively, and then have to turn back and come back to the struggle to help you. They're not going to do it. I just want you guys to think realistically. The only people we have, really, we just only have ourselves, right? But if you're looking for other people to help you, it's not going to be the government. It's not going to be people who have way more than you. It's going to be each other. And at the end of the day, what we're talking about is treating each other well so that we feel inspired to continue to help one another. And we must play our part. We can't, big corporations are not even considering us. I get, like, if y'all go into Walmart and y'all scanning and you want to skip a few scans because you like, they ain't gonna miss it. But there's workers that are responsible for watching you. So when you say stuff like, they doing their job too hard, some of y'all do be doing your job too hard. Calm down. Calm down. They're just doing their job. So we don't get mad at the people. We don't fight the people. We fight the what? We fight the system. So that's it for this video. It's not even gonna be long, guys. Until next time, I'll be back with another comment. Bye. Thank you, guys.